Okay, in this video we will see how the searched cluster replication works. Okay, and we will see what are the things it replicates, what are the things it does not replicates. Okay, and I will try to demo some of the stuff today. Okay, now for that what I have done is I have created this particular mind map, and if you see the searched cluster replication, now first we will discuss what it replicates basically. Now if you see it over here, there is a whitelist of object it replicates, and that objects list is defined in server.conf file. Okay, in system in Splunk home etc system default folder, and in that whitelist only those objects Splunk generally replicates at the cluster level. Okay, now the whitelist includes most of the knowledge objects like save search, lookup tables, dashboards, etc. Okay, and also it includes the users and roles as well. Okay, now let us see that whitelist first. Okay, now to do that, what we'll do is we will go to our one of our search head. Okay, and see that file. And if you remember from my previous video, we have done this setup, right? We have three search heads, we have three indexers, we connected the search heads with indexers as well and the deployer as well, right? So to do that, I will just log into our search head 2. It may take some time to transfer the key. We'll come back. Okay, we logged into our system. We'll sudo to that instance. We'll clear the screen. Then we'll go to cd/opt splunk etc system default folder. Okay, and we will see the server.conf file. Okay, now over here if I search conf underscore replication underscore include, if you see these are the settings which basically governs what will be our whitelist items. Okay, if you see there are a lot of alert actions, authentication, collections for KV store collections, commands, custom commands, data model, everything it basically replicates. Okay, and so and if you see the whitelist, as I told you, whitelist includes the knowledge objects like save search, configurations like lookup tables, dashboards, XMLs, everything. It also includes the users and role. Okay, to do that, what I will do is I will log into this search head, these three search heads, and see if I create an user in one of the search head, it should replicate that user in all of these search heads as well. Okay, so to do that, what we will do is we'll log into this one. So I already saved the search head cluster search head labels details in one of my notepad. Okay, so first we will log into search head 2, let's say. Okay, so we will log in over here from our browser. First we'll create a save search. Okay, then we will create a user. So we'll log in over there. Okay, so let us create a save search first. So as you already seen from the search head, I can access any of these indexers, right? Because those indexers are already connected. So if I just run a command called index equals to underscore internal, okay, so it should give me from all the different hosts, right? For all these indexers it is picking up, right? So what we'll do is I'll just run a simple search called stats count by source type. Okay, so I'll just take a simple search and make it as a dashboard panel. Okay, I'll save as dashboard panel and I'll say test, or let's say demo. Okay, and I'll be shared in the app, save it, view the dashboard. Okay, so we just created a simple dashboard in our searched 2. Okay, now let us see what is happening in searched 1 and searched 3, whether that is getting replicated or not. So we are expecting it should be getting replicated as well, because that's in a whitelist, right? So let us see what our searched 1 is showing up. So if I just log in over there, okay, if I go to search and reporting app, and if I go to dashboards, okay, over there if you see, the demo is already showing up over there, and it should convey the same information whatever we have seeing it over here, because we hard coded that for a particular query, right? Okay, now if I just log in to see it more specific, what we can do is we can make it as a single source as well, just to see. Okay, so to do that, what I will do is I will just go to search again. Okay, let's say we will just access the indexer 1, index equals to underscore internal. Okay, I'll just say host equals to indexer 1. Okay, let's say indexer 1 over here, indexer 1, and then stats count. So I'll just add it over there, indexer 1, to this dashboards. Okay, and let's see that information should be replicated as well when this replication works, right? So I'll just edit it, source, I'll just add that particular element over there and save it. Okay, so only indexer 1 data is showing up over here now. So now we are in 52, that means we are in searched 1. So we make the changes in searched 2. Now we are in searched 1. We'll go to dashboard again just to refresh this particular dashboard, and we'll go to demo again. Okay, so now if I just see this particular query, okay, it should include that particular host as well, the one we have changed over here. If you see, so same thing will be replicated. If you just go to edit and source, the host is already replicated over there. Okay, so this is how it works. Even the similar stuff will be working for our searched 3 as well. We'll just take a simple look over there. Okay, we'll log in over there, admin, and with the password of admin. Okay, we'll go to search and reporting app, and if I just go to dashboard, see the demo is still showing up over there in searched 3 as well. So our replication is working in that way. Okay, now when the replication works, basically what triggers the replication is when you make changes from the Splunk web, or through Splunk CLI, or through Splunk REST API. Okay, in these 3 cases only the replication triggers. If you change from the backend, directly editing the configurations file, in that case your normal replication does not work. In that case we have to use the deployer to deploy the in other searches. Okay, we have to remember this one. So I'll just give a demo on users and role. So we will just log into our searched 1 now, let's say 52, right? So our 52 is IP address. We'll go to settings, access control, from users we'll click on add new user. Okay, we'll give it a name called test, let's say. Password we'll just give the same. Okay, Okay, it has to be 8 characters. Okay, we'll just keep it as normal user role. We'll be clicking on save. Now the same user should be replicated to all searched as well. Okay, so if I just go to settings, show all settings, just to see this list, user list over here, access control, and if I just click on users, the same user has been replicated as well over here. Okay, in all the searches. So mainly the knowledge objects and the users and roles are replicated by Splunk, and when it replicates, only when you are changing from the Splunk web or from Splunk CLI or from Splunk REST API. If you are directly editing, it will not be changing at all. And what it ignores, basically, it ignores the new or upgraded apps. Basically, user, if you are installing some apps, it will not be replicated. Okay, it does not replicate the new non-clustered search pairs. In our previous video, we have seen, like, when we are adding a new indexer to this non-clustered indexer to this searched cluster, right, we have not used the replication by default, by the whichever is used by Splunk, right? We used another replication process called raft state machine to replicate that one. Okay, so it by default it does not replicate those stuff as well. Okay, and it does not replicate those objects which are not in whitelist. So you can of course edit this particular whitelist to according to your need. In that case, ideally you should be creating a server.conf file in system local folder and then make those changes. So do not directly change to system default version of the server.conf file. Okay, now to demo it, whether it is if you are installing some app, whether it is replicating or not. So let me install an app over there in our searched 2, let's say. So 13.189 is our searched 2 to 13.189, right, to 13.189. so what I will do is I will go to manage apps. Okay, so we will install an app from file. Okay, so I already created a version of my TMDB app, okay, tar file in my download folder. So I'll just install our TMDB app. Okay, I'll just upload it. Okay, so the app has been uploaded now properly. We'll just try to restart the Splunk once just to make sure everything is fine. Okay, restart Splunk. Okay, so ideally now this app should not be replicated at all in other searches. Okay, we'll wait for the replication to complete, then we'll come back. I said replication to complete, it is restart to complete. So our restart has been completed now. Okay, so in our Splunk home we are able to see the TMDB app. Now if I just refresh these two guys over here, okay, see, the app is not been replicated now at all. Okay, the app is not getting replicated. So in this case, this is the best way to use of deployer over here. You have to use deployer to deploy these apps over there. Okay, now we have seen the non-clustered search pairs as well in previous video. Okay, now let us see if I just make a change from the backend, it should not replicate at all. Okay, so in that case, what I'll do is in our search at 2, we will go to our command prompt. Okay, and in our search at 2 we have our this demo dashboard, right? So if I just go to, this is our search at 2 to 13.189. So in our search and reporting app, just few minutes back, we have created this demo.xml file, right? Demo dashboard, right? So I will make a change to this demo dashboard from the backend, and we'll see how it works, whether it is replicating or not. For that, from the backend, we will go to cd/opt splunk etc apps search app folder, right? In that I will go to local folder, local, if I just ls it over here, so there is a data folder, right? We'll go to data, UI, views folder, right? So here it will be our demo.xml will be present over here, right? So we'll just demo.xml via it. Okay, now instead of stats count by source type, what we'll do is we'll do stats count by source over here. Okay, so I'll just make a small change from the backend. We'll go to insert mode, we'll make this change, we'll save this file. Okay, and now we will restart Splunk because we have make changes from the backend, right? Now if I just restart Splunk, we'll just wait for restart to complete. Okay, our Splunk has been restarted now. So to check it out whether this change has been taking effect or not, we'll just refresh this particular dashboard. We'll go to our demo dashboard. Okay, now it should be listing by the source over here, if you see. And if I just go to edit and source, our change is reflecting into searched 2 now. Okay, now if I just go to searched 1 and do the same thing, now we are expecting that replication should not work at all because we have made changes from the backend, right? So if I just go to dashboard, okay, and if I just go to demo, okay, now it should still show the all the counts based on source type only, not by source. Okay, now see, it is still showing by the source type. Similar thing for searched 3 as well, it should show by source type because we have made changes from the backend, so that's why the replication did not work. Okay, so just to see it over here, we'll go to demo. Okay, still by source type. If I just go to edit source, this is still by stats count by source type. That means the replication did not work. Okay, but if you are deleting this dashboard now, it should be deleting from the all dashboard from the, if you are deleting from the UI. So if I just delete this particular dashboard from the UI now, it should get deleted from all the searches because Splunk does not check whether those codes are matching or not. Okay, so you have to be careful about that one. It just check the objects. Okay, now to check how the replication works, I just came up with this particular diagram over here. If you see, we have a list of searches over here, right? It's a cluster. Searched members are connected as a cluster. When a particular user make a change, if I just make it a bigger, it will be easier to understand. So when a particular user make a change to a particular searched, right, what it does, it basically creates a local copy of that change first in its local instance. Okay, then and correspondingly it will also send the changes to the searched cluster captain. Okay, so this is how the first step happens. The first changes go to the captain, then the captain instruct the other searched members to download that changes. Okay, then basically each and active members, every 5 seconds they poll the captain and see whether a new change is coming up or not. If there is a new change, they will download that change and they will apply to the change locally. So this is how the whole replication works over here. Okay, and if you see, the role of a captain is very much visible over here. That's why in a searched cluster, a captain is very much important stuff. If there is no captain, and the searched cluster will not be stable at all. Okay, so captain do lot of stuff apart from its daily search related activities. Okay, this is one of them. This is the replication. Okay, and if I just make it smaller, okay, I'll make it a little bit bigger. Now the natural question comes up, what happens if a new cluster member joins this cluster? Okay, so nothing happens. It do basically the same stuff. It first query the captain and see what are all the changes happened till now to that cluster. Okay, and the captain will send him a bundle basically, and it downloads that bundle and apply it locally. It's a tarball basically. Okay, and sometimes it may happen that a member which was part of a cluster went down. Okay, and we did some repair work, and it again coming to the cluster. That means it is rejoining the cluster. In that case also it do the same stuff at the new member, but in that case what we have to remember is we have to clean that instance properly. Okay, that means cleaning up all the raft files and all, so that it is just starting as a fresh instance, so that whatever changes till now happened to this cluster, it can download from the captain and reapply it to itself. Okay, now there is a concept of commits over here. That means each and every user's changes creates a commit. Okay, and that commit basically tells other searched members whether they will download it or not. That means if you are making a new changes, a new commit will be created and it will be communicated to the captain, and when this members polls the captain, it will see a new commit, then only it will download the changes. Okay, now to see the replication status, as I've shown you previously as well, you can run this Splunk CLI command called Splunk show searched clusters status from any of the cluster members. So if I just run this command, Splunk show sh cluster status, okay, it will show you the status. Okay, you have to log in over there. Okay, it will show you which instance is a captain basically, and what are the members of this searched, what are the searched cluster instances are the members of this particular searched cluster. Okay, so it should show up information something like this: what are the captain details, okay, and what are the members of this particular searched cluster, and when they whether they are up or not, everything, and when they last poll the captain, every information you will be seeing up over here, or you can see it from the monitoring console as well. Maybe I'll be creating a separate video for the monitoring console fully. Okay, that's why I'm not discussing over here now. So hopefully you will get a fair idea about how replication works and what are the things we need to keep in mind when we are creating objects in Splunk searches. Okay, and that's it. And I think I forgot to tell you another stuff over here. The ignoring part also includes the data inputs and indexes you created in searches. That's why it is not a good idea to create an index in a searched. You will be creating index always in your indexer itself. Okay, and data inputs as well. Okay, over there at the forwarder level, or you can see created in our heavy forwarder level as well. Okay, so hopefully this video is helpful. See you in next video.